Welcome to Smart Remarks, where we're getting a little outraged with all the outrage! So I'm trying to figure out what my favorite moment of the past week was. Was it when the guy at the Ohio healthcare reform protest started throwing dollar bills at the old man with Parkinson's disease? Or maybe it was when the protester down in Washington shouted the N-word at Georgia Representative John Lewis, or when another spat on Missouri Congressman Emanuel Cleaver. Maybe it was when someone called Barney Frank a faggot! Or perhaps it was when New York Representative Louise Slaughter got a message on her answering machine threatening to assassinate her kids. But let's not forget about the guy down in Virginia who cut the gas line at the home of a Virginia congressman's brother, or the former militia leader who wrote on his blog that he was encouraging people to go break the windows at Democratic offices throughout the country. Quote, "If we do a proper job, if we break the windows of hundreds, thousands of Democrat Party headquarters across this country, we might just wake up enough of them to make defending ourselves at the muzzle of a rifle unnecessary." So much wingnuttery, so little time. The right-wingers have gone berserk in the wake of the health care bill, imagining themselves on the rampart defending freedom by hurling the N-word at African-American congressmen. You know, this is ridiculous. What you have is a democratically elected majority that's never made a secret of its desire to reform health care, that has reformed health care. That's not tyranny. That's the way a republic works. Elections have consequences, but your right-wingers are simply incapable of accepting this, and there's a reason for that. Right-wingers have long confused volume and outrage with numbers. They see Fox News ratings as an accurate barometer of the ideological leanings of the country. They think that they have a majority. They represent the people in this country, and so any legislation that goes against their will actually violates the will of the people. It's false, and it's always been false. If Fox News ratings or the latest Rasmussen poll were an accurate barometer, we'd have a congressional Republican majority right now. And deep inside, the people who are hurling these epithets or brickbats know that. What they understand is that the political pendulum has begun to swing in the opposite direction. No party or ideology remains on top forever, and they've been on top for a long time. But the age of Reagan is coming to a close. This healthcare reform bill seals that. They know it, they resent it, they can't accept it. And so it's gotten uglier, and you know what? It's going to get uglier. But all the outrage in the world cannot hold back the tides of history.
I find it amusing now that everybody's all of a sudden, now this thing is passed, is interested in civil dialogue. I mean, the reality of it is no one paid attention to the American people for the past year. The American people have been to the point of outrage.